We're back in the ONTV studios.
We're back.
12 p.m. Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
Day 3.
Day 3.
You're on day 3, Ian.
Alana Hart from Home Depot here with me and Locke, Executive Director at ONTV. Do you have a title at Home Depot, like an official, juicy title, or is it just Alana to get things done?
Yeah, let's go with that. Community outreach. Customer Service Order Specialist. That's a lot. So we'll just acronym it to COS.
Enough characters on the lower third for your ID. That's awesome. But long time friend, you've been with us how many years?
I think almost 13 years. So this is the 13th year of the food drive. I want to say close to that.
13 or 12. I know since we moved into the new studio.
Yes. Yes.
A good friend of ONTV. You've hosted so many shows for us, so thank you for sitting in and tolerating me for a couple hours. It's always good to have familiar faces in the co-hosting chair during the food drive. So
thank you. This is one of those events at Home Depot that we love. It gives our associates, I never want to say easy, but an easier way for them to give back, to help those in the community.
Yep.
And it shines a light on something that sometimes we just don't think about.
Correct.
As I say, sometimes we drive by that building, right? And people, what is Oxford Orion Fish? Is it a fish market?
It's so funny you said that because we talk about it with Sue, the VP, and I said we had even little kids coming in, and she goes, or they go, fish eat regular people food? You know, I'm like, no. I said, this is fish food. I go, no, it's not fish food. It's the fish food pantry. There's some commas in there.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right. It's a common thing, and they know that. Fish has been around 50 years, and they even get a chuckle about it, too. So it's funny you bring that up. We've been talking about it.
Yeah, and when we talk about it and we say they serve Oxford, Lake Orion, Addison Township.
Yep, and Oakland. Yep.
Yeah, and Oakland. And then when we say 200 plus families a month.
Yes.
There's those light bulbs that go on that, wait a minute, it's right here in our community. So if they're going to the store, purchasing some food, and then they know it's staying right here.
Yeah,
locally.
Absolutely, yes. And the food you donate, the money you donate stays right in the community.
Yeah.
And it is desperately needed now. We're going to have, I think later in the hour, we're going to have Sue, the vice president from Fish. We did an interview with her on Monday, and we're going to have that video. And she's going to really shed light on the desperate need for donations this year. One statistic she shared with just blew me away was that 19,000 pounds alone were distributed in January.
Yeah,
which is a massive number.
That's huge, because what was their average before? So we know that the demand's up.
Yeah, we know it was about 111,000 pounds annually.
Okay.
And then it took it to almost 190,000 pounds just last year.
Right. So
which is a huge, huge increase, right? Yeah. So things change, right? Over the course of a year, the needs change, and we know with the economy the way it is, the
cost has
the inflation of the cost
up.
Of food has gone through the roof, so that really adjusts the spending for fish and how far their dollar can go. So $5,000 is our collection goal this year here at the 13th annual ONTV food drive for fish, and we know we're going to charge right through that number because you can see it on your screen there. 5,000 is our goal. Head on over to orionontv.org.
There's a
and
link
click
there.
that donate button, and it'll take you right to our charity GoFundMe. And you couldn't be easier. You get it done in about 30 seconds.
I went on because I wanted to check it out just to see digitally how it worked out. And yes, very easy. User friendly.
Right, and the food drive has changed over the years from a big event on a Saturday. You know all about it. All these different things going on, but now we are bringing it closer to home, tighter in the studio, a bit longer so we can collect more. And you can see we're also collecting physical donations, and we're trying to fill our production van.
That's why we call it the 5 or 5, right?
It was the 5 or 5, and it's a food. You're going to get me now. This is the tongue twister. I told you I've been on the air a lot this week. It's the Food and Fund Drive. It is a little tongue twister, but yeah, 1349 Joslyn Road. Come on out. The door to the big production van is wide open.
It's right here in front.
Yep.
And
we
want to fill our van. Roll on up to Fish Friday afternoon, and open the doors and
we unload it. We give it to them, and they put it to great use. Let's see what else. Sponsors for today. We need to talk about sponsors. Without our corporate sponsors, a minimum of $100 donation from over 30 sponsors in our community.
Which I think is a record.
It is. It blew by the record by almost a dozen.
Yes.
So we can't thank them enough. And they are small business owners. Some of these businesses only have websites that they operate of. And some are corporate, like Home Depot, Costco, and those guys. So here's a quick video of our sponsors for today. Take a look. All of us at ONTV would like to thank our corporate sponsors for their generous donations. Today's portion of the 2023 ONTV Food Drive is brought to you by Gowling Buick GMC, located at 1491 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. Gowling is a longtime supporter of the ONTV Food Drive, returning this year as a 5-day sponsor. For more information, you can visit their website at gowlingbuickgmc.com. Canterbury Village, located at 2359 Joslyn Court in Orion Township. This is the second year Canterbury Village has supported the food drive. They are a 5-day sponsor and have made a generous donation of $1,000 to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. You can find more information about Canterbury Village by visiting their website, canterburyvillage.com, or give them a call at 248-931-1900. Ohana Wealth Advisory, located in Berkeley, Michigan. This is Ohana Wealth Advisory's first year supporting the ONTV Food Drive, and they're a 5-day sponsor. For more information, you can give them a call at 248-246-8080. Northern Wholesale Flooring, located at 118 Indianwood Road in Lake Orion. Northern Wholesale Flooring is a returning partner of the ONTV Food Drive. For more information, you can visit their website at nflooring.com. Kroger, located at 3097 South Baldwin Road in Orion Township. This year, Kroger is a 4-day sponsor thanks to a generous $400 donation to Fish. For more information about Kroger, visit their website, kroger.com, or give them a call at 248-393-0765. Stephen A. Dracos, attorney at law, located at 334 South Broadway Street in Lake Orion. This is Stephen Dracos' first time sponsoring the food drive and has donated $200 to our final goal. For more information, give his office a call at 248-814-7777. The North Oakland Democratic Club, chartered by the Michigan Democratic Party, serving the North Oakland County area. The NODC is a returning sponsor for the food drive, giving $200 towards our final goal. For more information about the North Oakland Democratic Club, visit their website at nodcmi.com. Michigan United Credit Union, located at 350 North Park Boulevard in Lake Orion. This full-service financial institution serves everyone who resides, works, worships, or attends school in Michigan. Give them a call at 248-814-4000 or visit their website for more information. Palazzo de Bocce, located at 4291 Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. The local Italian restaurant gives customers a chance to play a game of bocce ball while they eat. They are first-time sponsors of the food drive. For more information, you can visit their website, palazzodebocce.com. Apothecary and Company, located at 51 South Washington Street, Suite D in Oxford. They specialize in individualizing medications tailored to the needs of all creatures, great, small, domestic, and exotic. For more information, you can visit their website, apothecaryandcompany.com. And Oakland Heating and Cooling, located at 697 South Lapeer Road in Oxford. The family-owned company has been serving Oakland County since 2000. They're a first-time sponsor, donating $100 to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information, you can visit their website, oaklandheatingcooling.com. All right, back here in the studio, we cannot thank our sponsors enough.
Big
absolutely, yay. And without them, we would have no way to reach that $5,000 goal. We've got a lot of donations coming in online. for our charity GoFundMe, and I think we're about, what, 20, where are we at there? I'm looking at the monitor, 2620. So
5,000 is the goal.
Yep, that's the goal. And
fill the van.
And fill the van. Yeah, we want to do both. But currently, our online donations from the public, and I think we have $1,000 worth of corporate included in that. So we are really flying towards our goal of $5,000.
Yeah, we're midweek. So
Yep.
we're good.
We're
right?
good. I'm feeling great.
We're over that.
The community really came out in droves. So we're really thankful for that. So there's that. Also, we want to make sure that you know that as the seasons change, the needs at Fish and the donations. If you see here on the set, we have all these different food items.
So these are good examples of what you need to go get or what you can get right at your local store of your choosing.
Yes, correct.
They love the soups.
Yep.
And I always hear that they love like the taco dinner stuff,
Yes.
taco shells and the seasoning,
Yep.
or pasta dinners. That
Yes,
whole
chilies,
package.
chili canned meats. Oh, there it is on the screen. We've got it's the same. It's usually the same about this time of year. Like you were right, the taco mixes and stuff. It's super popular. But canned pineapple, canned mandarin oranges, chilies, beef stews, sloppy Joe mix. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Hamburger helpers and other meal prep items.
Yeah, so the canned chicken is a good
Yep.
one, or chunky soups, baked beans, taco shells, very popular, cake mixes, and then feminine products, which is something, not just that to talk about, but you could do bar soap, shampoo,
Shampoos,
conditioner,
toothpaste. Yep.
toothpaste, toilet paper, paper towel,
Yes.
soap, any of those items. So people think of a food pantry, just that, right?
Yes.
But really, they take
anything. And that's a great comment, because Fish is a unique experience for those who are clients there.
Yeah.
Is that it's actually like a grocery store. You go in and you pick the specific needs that your family has,
For
right?
you, yeah, for your
and
needs.
it's not just here's 60 pounds in a box, take it or leave it. It is every family's different, and they go shopping for the needs they have for that week or
they
month
have
or whatever.
a little grocery cart, just as we
Yep.
would at the grocery store.
It's a grocery store.
And you go through the aisles and you choose.
Correct.
So it's not something that you don't have to be proud of. You can still be strong.
Yes.
And go and do your shopping.
Correct. And if you are in a food emergency, Fish is ready to help you immediately. You can call them at their phone number at 248-628-3933, and they've streamlined the process to get you onboarded. If you need help tonight, they can help you tomorrow. So there's no restrictions to get in. There's no interviews and all that. It's like, we have food.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? Come and get it.
And a good
we
point
need to help you.
in that is, if you call them at the 248-628-3933 and someone does not answer, they will get back to you. And I say that
Yes.
even from a Home Depot perspective. So we donate seeds at the end of the year for their community garden. So throughout the year, they are really blessed with a beautiful garden that grows fresh
Yes.
vegetables for
Yeah.
them through the months that we can here, through May, through late
I
fall.
forgot all about that. That's great. Yes.
So they do fresh produce that then actually doesn't end up counting towards some of their pounds.
Oh, okay.
But we donate seeds, and I say that, so if they don't answer when you call, they will get back with you.
Yes.
They've called me back within a few hours or maybe a day.
Yep.
So don't feel like your call is unheard.
And the all-volunteer staff there is amazing.
Yes.
They're passionate for what they do and supporting the community. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, so whether it's donating or maybe you want to volunteer
Yep.
to give back with Fish, call that number also.
Absolutely. So we're going to move on into the production here. Sponsor video, Steve, yeah? Thumbs up? He's going to check? Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
we're going to showcase our sponsors, which again, thank you, and without you, we could not do it.
Absolutely. Take a look at these videos just showcasing some of our sponsors for today.
I grew up in High Hill, and my parents still live there. And my first job was a paper boy in High Hill as a 12-year-old, and then I moved up in the restaurant business and bartending and so forth. But been in business for 35 years. But prior to that, I was working as a bartender, working my way through law school. And I encourage all our young students to get that job so they can save money for school to help out their parents, because you learn a lot of work ethics by working as a student.
And then when did you open this location here in Lake Orion?
Well, I ran for judge in 1993. We only lost by 174 votes. The community was so kind. My office was in Troy on Big Beaver Road, so I came up with the idea, since the community was so kind to myself and my family and our supporters, to buy a building, a piece of real estate here in Lake Orion. And I did that back in 1997. And it's one of the best things I did, a little bit of luck, and bought my building, paid for it. And with that, I've been here since 1997, but prior to that, I've been practicing law since 1988. I think it's an obligation for everybody to give back to the community, to give back to our schools. Never forget your roots, never forget where you come from. A lot of these people graduate and they forget where they come from. They act like big shots, but they're not big shots. In order to be successful, in my humble opinion, you need to give back. Unfortunately, with COVID, we all stalled in the last 3 to 4 years, but I see everything turning around for the better, and I encourage our young people to get more involved. For example, the Lions Club, great organization. Since I've had kids, I have to be honest, haven't been as involved as I was pre-kids, but as a father, I have to have my responsibility to run a business and be a good parent. A judge once told me, no use being a great attorney if you can't be a great father. So my top priority is to be a great father, but being a great father means to try to be a father to our young people in our community. And what I want to pass on to our youngsters in our community, and youngsters meaning under the age of 40, to be involved with a lot of our nonprofits. We have too many to mention, but they're all a class act. But yet, you get tired as you get older. You get tired of serving. It keeps you young, but I have to be honest with you. As you get older, you get tired. And my obligation personally is to try to pass the torch to the younger generation. It's a very important cause. It's during a critical time period in our time of need. Usually people get excited to help out during the holidays, but we need to help out every day of the week. I encourage everybody to be involved, support this drive that ONTV is helping out with the community and the fish organization. Because when the fish organization benefits, our community benefits, it also gives motivation to our other nonprofits to be involved too. One hand helps the other.
Michigan United has been around basically since 2021. Previously, the credit union was Lakes Community Credit Union. We merged with 4 other credit unions over the course of the last 3 years. And in 2021, we unveiled the Michigan United name. So we've been in the Lake Orion community for a long time. I've been with the credit union for about 10 years, so we predate my time with the credit union as well. And we've been here servicing our members and the community for their financial products and services. It's been a great partnership with Lake Orion community, and we love being involved with the chamber and the different communities and sponsoring a lot of different events. A lot of these people that work at this office are neighbors with a lot of our members, and so it's kind of like you're dealing with family and your friends, and since we've been in this community for going on 20 plus years, it kind of helps us with their finances. If they're going through a financial hardship, we're there. I mean, we kind of ebb and flow with the trends of the community a little bit. So if the community's getting hit with hard times, we understand that because our neighbors and are getting hit with those times too, and we're trying to kind of help them out and be a good steward of their money and in the community as well. Community involvement and giving back to the community is one of our core values. We are constantly looking for ways to kind of repay the community for allowing us to be here, welcoming us, and that's why we're really proud to sponsor all the different events that we have going on in the DDA and with the chamber and now with the food drive. It's a great opportunity that we've been able to kind of give back and been able to do. They can look on our website. It's michiganunitedcu.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, so they can kind of follow us on any of those social medias. And come in right now. We're happy to meet you and kind of help you with your financial needs.
All right, back here in the studio, 13th Annual ONTV Food Drive. Great little highlight videos for our sponsors.
Yes.
And without their support, again, we can't say it enough, we would never be able to meet our goal of $5,000.
No.
And with their support, we know we're going to launch right through that number.
Yes.
So, all right, so we're
Today's Wednesday.
Yes.
And today is Sports Day.
Yeah, I forgot to say
you
that
might
at the
have
top of
been
the hour.
wondering,
Why am I wearing this jersey?
why is Ian wearing the Dragons jersey?
Yes, so it's so funny. It's like, yeah, this is like third day of live TV from 12 to 2. The gray matter gets a little mushy.
I was going to shine his head up. But
So yes, I'm wearing a jersey. Why are we doing that? Because it is Sports Day, right? So all day long, programming today will be sports. It'll be Wildcat sports. It'll be Dragon sports. And we have a special presentation that we're going to show you today of a special hockey game that took place.
yeah, a little later, so stay tuned.
So we can just give you the title. So we want you to stick around just to take a peek. But we know our Oxford and Orion, our communities are tied together in more ways than one, and we know about the tragedy that happened just last year. I can't believe it. And there were, the community came out in so many special ways to support.
As they do
all the time.
In every.
Right.
And we're really, we have a very special community.
Right. And so this is just one event that was held as a way to raise money and awareness for one of the victims. And it's the OCTV 42 Strong Charity Hockey Event, and featuring college and pro hockey players at the time. And the fans came out, and people just came out and really supported this event to help those in need up in Oxford, especially the victims and their families. And so, but this is an event that is it's the perfect example of why community media is so important for Oxford and other communities and a wider area. Is that this would not have gotten publicity, would not have been recorded, it would have been more pictures and, hey, did you go to this event? No, community media was there, the big guys weren't there, and we were able to share this and spread that word further, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of, the flexibility we have here at ONTV and OCTV. So,
and there are many things happening for memorials and also too, it's also a celebration of life. And so with Home Depot and our foundation.
Yes, you guys are very busy.
Fingers crossed that we are able to be a small part of one of the memorials that they're working on up at Seymour Lake Park.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful space that Four County Foundation is working with the schools and the families, Hannah's family. So we'll see when that comes to bloom, and hopefully Home Depot and the foundation, we can be involved in that. And
there's all these different things behind the scenes that the public doesn't really see, but the gears are turning, and the support is ongoing.
Always, yes. Not just for that, but other things, because there's always needs, right? So we're here for the five food and fun drive.
Yes.
But other things in the community that connects that that we're working on this year is expanding the community garden at Friendship Park. So we've been talking about it for a few years.
Is that one of those hidden gems? Is that one of those hidden gems people might not know about?
It is.
It's fabulous.
A very hidden gem in Friendship Park on the very, very north side of the park. You'll drive in and you'll see this area, fenced in, and what's going on over there? But it's a community garden in that you pay for your space and you grow your food.
Yeah.
So we're expanding that with 6 raised beds this year.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to help coincide here with the community center for those that maybe can't get down low to garden. So it will help those that have artificial.
Because usually you say raised garden bed, they're about 2 feet off the ground. So we were saying raised.
36 inches.
Oh.
We are talking raised.
Well, that changes. That's
And
awesome.
so it will help those maybe with artificial knees or hips that can't get down low, but it will give them the opportunity.
You can still get out
to
there
be
and
out
garden, get out in nature, and
Grow
plant
your own
those
food.
seeds, grow them veggies.
Yeah, grow your
That's
own
awesome.
food. So that is.
So you heard it here first.
Yeah, it's yes, actually yes. April 26th, we're going to be doing that right before the growing season, so it'll be prepped, it'll be ready.
That's great.
But community gardens are so important. Like we said before, there's a community garden, and really, it's the fish garden, but so
Yes.
many community gardens locally that you don't know about that
we
grow food.
found out that there's a victory garden at the
Yes.
memorial. Did I
So-
jump? Did I jump the gun? Were you?
No.
Because we had VFW and they were talking about it. I'm like, victory garden. We all know what those are. You study history. We've heard about them, and we have one. It's here in town.
We have one, and about 7 years ago, Home Depot Foundation built that victory garden, and it is honoring the women that were home growing the food during the war. So we keep it up. We plant it every year, and all of the vegetables that are grown there then are donated to local veterans. Some that maybe are disabled or can't get out, or
Yeah.
it's a financial struggle. So that all stays local. But last year it kind of started falling apart. We made it through, and we proposed.
Gardens are tough.
We proposed a new one,
Yeah.
and the Orion Veterans Memorial did an unbelievable job of the design, and now it's honoring women in service altogether.
Okay,
So
great.
with the victory garden, but we'll grow in the
It's
spring.
amazing. And
And that'll go to those in need here locally, just as this food drive for the 13th annual
Yeah.
5 or 5 food fund drive. We're past, I think, our midway goal for this year on this Wednesday.
yes.
And so you can donate online.
Yep.
Stop by and
Orion
fill
on
up.
TV. If you see this, I'm not sure what camera's
Yeah.
on. I think Alana, you're on.
Yeah.
But you see behind us, we have it on the screen. Thank you for Tracy's idea to have that there.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for how many years and we didn't do this? I cannot believe it. So yeah, here we are. We got the website right behind us, orionontv.org. Click on that food drive logo and go to the charity GoFundMe. It takes no time at all. And every dollar goes to, no money stays here at ONTV. It all goes directly to fish.
Yes.
If you donate online, there are some fees taken out, and I think they do have a tip option now to cover some of those fees if you want. And as you can see there, donate today, again, online, orionontv.org, or you can do it in person, right?
Come right here to our studios. You'll see the van right when you pull in. The doors open. You don't have to see any of us. If you want, you can wave, but put it right there in the van. You have until Friday. That's the van, a good example right there. And that's what we want. We want to fill our van and drop off non-perishable items right here at 1349 Joslyn Road in Lake Orion. We're going to fill that van, drive it over there on Friday to Oxford Orion Fish, and donate all this where their hardworking volunteers then
Yes.
sort it all
They do.
out.
They do. And it's really kind of amazing to see. Last year we had a great number of physical donations for the food drive. And the Lake Orion High School broadcasting students did a fantastic job of collecting on our behalf. And it was 2 van loads, really, that they collected. But when we rolled up to fish, I opened the doors, rolled down the ramp, and it was an army coming in, grabbing in, just doing what they do best. And
Yeah.
the enthusiasm, everybody working at Fish, the volunteers, and even the admin, they are so passionate about what they do and serving the community that it really is inspiring. And this event, we talk about, we've been on the air 5 days and, all this
13
live stuff and
years.
all these work in 13 years. But it really is this type of event we'll be a little selfish. The ONTV staff, we love doing this work. We love working with you and all our volunteers that come in and help host and working with Fish and just doing something that makes you feel like you're actually helping somebody,
Well,
right?
it's important also to mention that the reason why the food drive is done at this time of
Yes.
year is, if you think about it, normally donations spike during the holidays.
Correct.
And then all food banks kind of have this lull, and this
Correct.
is one of the lulls. So that's why we here at ONTV do our food drive right now.
Yes.
To help our local food pantry, Oxford Orion Fish, and hopefully build them back up until we hit that springtime.
And then other food drives. I mean, they have so many food drives on the calendar
Yes.
that, like you were saying, I mean, it is. We are that bridge to the spring food drives, and they're ongoing. So yes, we're looking for $5,000 and a truckload of food. I mean,
Yes.
literally a truckload of food. But what happens is that $5,000, it doesn't go very far because of the situation we're in right now with the food prices spiking and going crazy and all that jazz. Okay,
So we're gonna change it up a little here midweek.
So this is live TV. We're gonna do this.
First, we're gonna turn on our mics.
We're gonna do this.
Right?
Okay, so. They're not here yet. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this live.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We're gonna go for a little walk.
Switch mics.
Are you working?
All right.
Madison, are in turn. I'm taking. Oh, I didn't turn my mic on.
Oh, mine's on. I think. They'll give me the thumbs up if it's not. So we're gonna go on a little quick field trip. We're gonna show you the production van that we want you to fill up. And show you some of the donations. We're gonna get out in outside.
I apologize to our audio person. I'm wrecking
with a glowing ball that's actually outside right now. The sun.
Yes, it's called the sun, the vitamin D generator, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick field trip. We're gonna shift really quick
going
to
mobile.
Alive. We're gonna go mobile.
All right.
It's very fun. This
So
was
who
an
do we
idea
have?
that I said let's change it up midweek.
Okay.
It's Wednesday of the 13th
you wanna
annual
walk-
food drive. Yeah.
Making the interns work for their free training.
This will be
Is that what
fun.
we're doing?
This is fun.
Is this working? Okay.
So these right here are some of
Yes.
the collected donations that just haven't been put into the production van
Yeah, so
yet.
let's talk about this a little bit. We have
Yes.
time, right? We own the airwaves here at ONTV, right? Comcast Channel 10, AT&T versus Channel 99. You're watching the Food
live.
Drive live. So these donations were from the Brownies and the Daisies. And it was amazing to see a little kid come rolling in about that high going, here's your food. I mean, it was amazing. It was
Yes.
inspiring, and it was so much. They were so awesome, and
Yes.
they were in the studio playing around and learning some stuff about technology, and it was great. But this is all their work.
So
the
looking
Daisies
at
and Brownies.
this, as Ian and I mentioned a little earlier, these are examples of the sorting that needs to be done,
Yes.
right? Behind the scenes that Oxford Orion Fish volunteers do. So
Yep.
all of this will be sorted. It'll be put on the shelves there, and then you're able to do your grocery shopping.
And one of the things they do have to do when they sort is find anything that's expired or
Yes.
damaged. So if you do that ahead of time, if you have a physical donation you want to give, make sure that it's not expired.
Mm-hmm.
And we always say donate items that you are yourself willing to
Open.
consume and use. It's like this isn't I'm cleaning out the back of my pantry just to get rid of it. Come on.
Right.
Really? We're trying to help people
we
in
want,
need.
yeah, we
and
want
we
new
need stuff.
items, good that, yeah,
Okay.
you would, it's a good point, that you would want to serve.
Correct. All
So
right,
we're
so
gonna head
ton of things. Okay,
outside.
so we
It's
have
a little warm, when it's 40 degrees out, no coat.
it wasn't this way yesterday. So we have donations from Home Depot employees, correct?
That's some of our donations, yes. So our employees, we gather here locally. Sorry for the squeak of the door.
I hope
but
the microphones don't cut out. Maybe we'll leave.
we're gonna come outside just in time for something else, but we'll surprise you in a moment.
Hey, there they are. There's Jenny and Dave. They're going to
Jenny
be live
and Dave
with us
are gonna
here in
hop
just
in
a
here
bit.
in a moment. But this
We
is
knew
our
you were
production
coming.
van. This is our production van that we want to fill.
Is this
It is really nice
Still
out.
working? We hope. Thumbs up, maybe.
Okay, so we won't go too far.
Okay, so we'll put it here.
Yeah.
Is it going to roll away? It's not
And-
going to roll away.
This is the van that we want to fill. So if you just want to pull on up, drop your food donations
Yep.
right there. They're going to go right here to Oxford Orion Fish.
And you said something
Yeah.
Before we went on the air at noon. You see that big glowy ball? And it's sunny out here. Now, we've had food drives where we've had 2 feet of snow on the ground, or actually the big blizzard we had not too long ago. Are we losing it? Oh, we're
Yeah.
losing it. Let's come back in. We're being drawn back into the studio. I think we can still hear it.
We've had food drives
We
over
had
the
ice
years.
storms. We've had minus degrees. We've had all this stuff. So there's no
Yes.
excuse to not
Yes.
donate. So get over here.
Yes, I remember it was an awful, awful snowstorm. And it was a very, very successful year. But,
Yes.
I mean, it was blizzard conditions. The roads were
Icy.
horrible.
Yep.
So today is a great day
Perfect day to
come out.
donate right now, right? Okay. So how are we doing? We all right? We saw Jenny and Dave. Let's get those guys involved.
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna
Yes.
hop in.
So here's the thing: when you show up to the studio for a live show, you're going on camera. You know that.
Surprise!
So why don't you guys follow us into the studio, and then
Yes.
we're off script now.
That's all right. So you are
We're
though
off script.
watching the 13th annual 5 for
This
5.
is live as it gets.
Food fun drive. We're going to head back here in the studio. And
All right,
Jenny and Dave are going to
Here, come on over.
We're going to take it over for a little bit.
So, yeah, we're on the overhead camera, so that's all we can do right now.
Yeah.
It's Steve over here on maybe camera 2. Jenny, Dave, come on up here.
Look, you can see right now, this is the studios.
When you
this
say
is,
you're coming to
you're
a studio
live.
during a telethon, you're going to get hooked.
Yeah, Dave,
we're going to hook you up.
I'm
Can you get up here?
going to hand one over to you.
All right, here, let's do this.
There you go.
Let's
Yeah,
sit
there we
over
go.
here. Good buddies here. So this is the team, Jenny and Dave. You've seen their Facebook posts. They're so funny, so entertaining, and informative about what's happening in the township, all that good stuff. And you guys have helped us almost every year we've had this. I know, Dave, how long have you been with the township now?
I started working in 2015.
So 2015, I said, Dave, get over here. You're gonna be on TV.
Yeah, and I think Dave did some food drive stuff in the past, right?
Yep, we've done just promotion on our Facebook channel, but also we were live here. We presented for the first time ever. I've noticed we haven't been asked back, so.
But you are back now,
yes.
and so. If you're on Facebook, you got to subscribe. You got it, and it's a township feed, correct?
Yes. Yep, it is a township feed. So we would love to have everyone watch it and watch us promote local events and the food drive.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and so with that, she said the food drive. So Jenny, why is this event though for you guys too? Because you made a surprise appearance for us. Why is this so important to you?
It's important because we don't want anyone to be hungry, especially in our community. There are people in need every day and who don't always come out and seek help. So this is a great way to get food and make sure people are fed.
Yeah, and that's just it. It's an easy way, and I hate that word, but it is. It's an easier way, right, for people to be able to give back locally.
Yeah, you can directly impact families immediately when you participate in an event like this, or you donate, or even your time. You know, like you guys coming up here. This calls attention to what's happening. They're going to go live on their own feed here momentarily, and we just kind of hijacked the idea, just slightly.
What we were doing.
Oh, you are.
Unprepared for
But
this
you are.
part
So
of it,
we even modified the script. I go, Jenny and Dave are coming. Jenny and Dave are coming. So, but we always get along. We have a good time. The resources at Township, ONTV, the Cable Commission, all the different things we have at the Orion Center, we always work together. It's a huge team, right? There's no islands here in Orion Township. We all
That's what I said.
work together.
We live and are part of a beautiful community that always comes out and that just works together. Everything molds really well.
All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm looking at my watch, not because why are they still here, right? No, I'm looking at my watch because I think we're going to go to a video. Give me a thumbs up. Again, we just totally went off script, and boy, is this jersey huge.
Real quick, if you guys want to see something funny, go check out the Orion Township TikTok page. Yes. Ian has made an appearance on there, so you guys should definitely go watch.
As I recall, I didn't answer any questions.
You're good off the cuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about I did that.
Oh, we didn't.
Of course. No, you guys like rubbing it in, and that's what makes it fun. You come to work and you work with, you become friends, and it's a big family. So, are we going to go to hockey? Thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to feature the 42 Strong Hockey charitable event.
OCTV, community TV at its best. Let's roll that and get these guys off the hook.
We'll be live.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, Dave.
Welcome everybody. We're streaming live from Detroit Skating Club doing the 42 Strong Hockey Classic. Something that that's benefiting the Tate Muir Foundation. A mentorship program dedicated to try to honor and carry on Tate's legacy and everything that he did for the community, as well as especially the younger kids in the community. So looking forward to what's about to be a great night. Have former Red Wing playing, a couple U of M players playing. This is my first time calling a hockey game, and I can't wait. Looking forward to bringing you some fun, interactive YouTube channel chat, as well as some great hockey. Stay tuned.
I'm Mike Sheriff, but more importantly, I'm a person of the community that's committed to all of you and helping everyone that faced a terrible, terrible day. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's here, and even those that are not here that have done things to help out. Because I've seen in my career the worst of humanity, and then you always see the best of humanity come out afterwards, where people rise up to help, to support, to add living legacies. 42 Strong, Oxford Strong, all of the people that reached out for this event and other events to help other people process and work through this terrible thing that happened is so important and so appreciated. So just thank you for everybody that's here, that coordinated, that's going to play today, and that's making a difference in people's lives. God bless you from the bottom of my heart. So I am always going to be part of the Oxford family. My daughter and now recent husband bought property in Oxford. They want to become part of Oxford. We are bound together forever. So if I or our agency can ever do anything to help you, please let us know 24/7. That's what we're here for. So again, thank you to everybody that's involved. Thanks to the players. Thanks for raising these funds to do things, to be positive going forward on so many levels. God bless you.
Number 40, Austin. 14, Brent Bennett. And for the Grayson Marines, number 10, Ruben Sutherland. And for the 42 strong, number 44, Zach Rao. And for the Grayson Marines, number 89, Adam Grefsky. And for the 42 strong, number 19, Kyle Peterson. And the Fraser Wolverines, number 19, Andy Hogan. And number 42, number 23, Kevin McCall. And for the Fraser Wolverines, number 9, Tyler Sutherland. And for the 42 strong, number 71, Luke Novak. And for the Fraser Wolverines, number 12, J.B. Butterfield. And for the 42 strong, number 4, Kyle Shetler. And for the Fraser Wolverines, number 55, Ron Whittle. For the 42 strong, number 9, Tony Wright. And for the Fraser Wolverines, assistant captain, number 33, Keegan Draper. And for the 42 strong, number 8, Joe Bonito. And for the Fraser Wolverines, number 53, Johnny Laskinis. And for the 42 strong, number 5, Jacob Novak. And finally, for the 42 strong, number 22, Ellen O'Connor. And now we all stand by with your hats for the singing of our national anthem by LCP.
everybody. Welcome, everybody. We're about to have our puck drop in the first annual 42 Strong Hockey Classic. Couple players to note that are playing tonight. One handling it currently, Johnny Druskinis, U of M varsity player currently. Up the ice with a nice handle and a shot on goal and scores! Ron Whittle taking it coast to coast for the first goal. Into the corner. Butterfield trying to dig it out there. Nice back check and centering pass towards the net, but a glove save by 42 Strong's netminder. Going to be Wayne Jameson as the first goalie for the 42 Strong team. Face off to the right. No, shot wide by Joe. Nope, I'm sorry. Yeah, by Joe Shields would have been the pick. Summers up to, and we got a line change for the Fraser Wolverines. Cody Wright bringing it up. 42 Strong's gonna recollect themselves, avoid the offside penalty. I'm not sure if you can call that a forecheck, but not bad. With the handle, a centering pass, and a blocker save by the Wolverines goalie. McCullum with the clear, but did not quite get out. Evanoff, and a centering pass to his brother Evanoff, Nick Evanoff. Nick Proper down there in the corner trying to dig it out. And number 23, Kevin McCollum, bringing it up the ice. And Bono just could not handle it. His puck was kind of rolling a little bit and just came off his stick, unfortunately. Whittle with the push up the left side. Schnettler giving him a little bit of a piece of his mind. A centering pass, but no good. 42 Strong is going to come up with the puck. Wolverines have numbers. Whittle on the left side. High, deflected high up to the right. Druskinis with the pickup. Keenan Draper, the handoff, if you will. Back to Druskinis. Oh, deflected almost right into the net. And that's going to be icing, unfortunately. That means the puck's going to come back down into the Wolves' defensive zone. Typically, icing call you don't get to change lines on defense, just offense. Joe Shields with a little bit of pressure in the corner, trying to dig it out from Cody Wright. Oh, and that pass was just wide. Novak could not handle it to put it towards the net. Shields with a little tip ahead. Cody Wright to bring it up through center ice, through the neutral zone. Sommers behind his own net to bring it out. Ooh. Broken up by Novak. Sommers up against the boards, dish out to Shields. Shields is gonna push it forward. Podic with the try. Krefsky out there for the first time tonight. And 42 strong, 2v2. This is good pressure. No penalty call. Wolverines to...
And welcome back.
Yes, the 12 to 2 live in the studio. I think we're creeping in on the 1 p.m. mark, right? The first hour of our live segment for Wednesday is coming to a close. But what we were just talking about Sports Day, right?
Yes.
As Dave goes rolling out. See you, Dave. Bye, Dave.
Thank you to Dave and Jenny for swinging in and doing a live segment.
Crazy, wacky live segment. But let's talk about that hockey match, right? We were talking about sports today and Wildcat sports, but Dragon sports, but it's not necessarily just sports that you can see. That is a community event that we just saw a little bit of taste of.
Yes.
And for a good cause, right? Community media was there to cover it when the big guys said, yeah, we'll pass, right? So that's the benefit of having stations like ours and OCTV online and doing what they do for decades. We've been around over 30 years. They have as well. But yeah, it's a great program and
covering
getting
sports.
Out there. Yes. So let's
almost every day. You can get your sports on almost every day here at ONTV.
Yeah. Yes. If you are a sports junkie and a Dragon sports junkie, we work with Dragon Broadcasting over at Lake Orion High School, the Hall of Fame program over there. They've even started their own sports broadcasting class.
Right, so the game of the week you can watch.
Yes, game of the week is our key. The newest games coming out that happened that week are on game of the week, and you can see them.
Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7, or Saturdays at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Or then our partners also, Comcast Channel 10, AT&T UVerse Channel 99. You can visit live sometimes, even at Orion, ONTV.org.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up because that's a new thing. So the MHSAA opened up some rules before we couldn't really televise games live because there's live streaming involved with the NFHS network, which is a great little service that if you work with, if you go to dragonbroadcasting.com, I think it is, or org, it's the high school's broadcasting website. You sign up for the NFHS.org, you pay a monthly fee, and you can see all the live streams of the games that they cover.
Yeah, you were telling me about that earlier.
Yes.
I had no idea.
And we do about 135 games a year.
That's
now,
we
don't do all those. We try to do about 2 a week, but the kids over there at Lake Orion High School are doing about, it's insane, 4 or 5 games a week.
And we want to mention, too, not just sports, but the other things at the high school that ONTV here features and supports, the marching band. It is a sport. Ian and I were talking a little bit, and this isn't the marching band that we remember. You could just got out on the field, you play a song. Now, the competition is stiff. They really have a routine, and the choir.
Yeah, we do choir concerts, band concerts. We cover the halftime shows. And talking about the marching band, it is theater on a football field.
Yes.
And I believe they were, in time playing, and I believe they were second in the state at their competition down at Ford Field. So they are always at the top of the line. Wonderful program. Mr. Steele, the band director down there at Lake Orion High School, is phenomenal. We have a great partnership with them and getting those concerts on the air. And I believe it's festival time. So those of you who don't know what that means,
competition.
It's competition. So the bands get together and they compete and are adjudicated in a very strict manner, and they can get awards and medals and recognition that way.
And so all of these are perfect examples of why we have Sports Day and we feature them, but why we have community programming.
Yes.
That we're able to do and cover sports.
Yep.
And host a food drive.
And host a food drive.
Host a food drive
Absolutely.
for a community partner in need. But ONTV video on demand anytime, really. We just said so many games. But you can watch the news, sports, special events. You guys cover local meetings?
Our government meetings, transparency in government is huge these days.
Yes.
What is your government? What is the business of your government? If you tune in, you can see them in action live as it happens.
Or then visit our website.
Or visit the website, exactly. And we have it on video on demand, and we have a 24-hour turnaround time. So if you miss the meeting, you can watch it. And it's annotated, it's chapterized, it has the agendas, so you can be informed and up to date on everything happening in your community.
So visit.
Yes, it's everything we do, our newscasts, news features, a little portion of the food drive will be posted. So if you wanted to watch us go wacky live on the air later, you can. And so, but yeah, head on over to orionontv.org and click on the on-demand tab on our website. And we're always updating everything weekly or daily,
and
actually.
something we'll mention too is that you can call us.
Yep.
Let's say you want to be featured as a nonprofit and show some of the things that you do for the community to give back.
We have a program for that.
We have a program for that. Whether it's a Girl Scout group or Boy Scouts, something that you're working on that either you need the community support or you want to highlight something that you did right here locally or in the metro area, give us a call.
Yep.
And we'd be happy to support that.
We're here to, and the nonprofits are key, right? Our local businesses, we work with them all the time. A lot of ribbon cuttings, we're there to make sure that the community knows that, hey, there's a new business in town.
Yes.
But the nonprofits, we love the nonprofits. We're a nonprofit charity organization, 501c3, ONTV. And so we work with our nonprofits and charities because their budgets are tight, just like everybody else. And so they have access to media that they might not have otherwise or couldn't afford. So that's why we're here to help promote them. And here we are live in the studio, and
5 for 5 food drive.
We're rolling on to the next hour, right? We are officially.
We're
5 after.
We're way into that hour.
So let's do this. Should we do an update?
We got an update.
Yes, let's do an update on our collection totals.
Yes. So thank you to those that have gone on and donated. We made it to the 3,000 mark. So thank you so much. For all those that have donated, are thinking about donating, do it today.
Yep, $3,020 so far. And we have a little printout here that, again, the little hand comes off camera and comes on and hands us a little sheet of paper. This update just came in. But we have Palazzo Debacci's, one of our sponsors, as we saw. So they're tallied into this number here. Thank you, Palazzo Debacci. Great organization over there, a lot of fun
place.
Great people.
Sprout Bake.
Doing
amazing
Miss
things.
Campbell and the crew down at Sprout Bake, Cookies and Cream too, and their whole endeavor, fantastic stuff. Big friend of ours, for a decade or more working with us. Michigan United Credit Union, first time sponsor for the food drive, $100 donation. Thank you so much. Northern Wholesale Flooring. What can we say about the guys over there?
Always giving back.
Right,
Always.
Absolutely. Apothecary and Company out of Oxford. So that's a first-time sponsor, which is wonderful. Welcome aboard, Apothecary and Company.
Yes.
And Steve. We had a Steve. Was that you, Steve? I don't know. What's your last name? Belanecki? That's Steve Belanecki.
Thank you, Steve, who is one of our crew members and volunteers.
So he donated $20 or $50. I read it wrong. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Going to give that guy big hands up. So he donated $50. And how easy was it?
He's behind the camera.
Two thumbs up. Super easy.
He says it was very easy to click on the link. It is a GoFundMe, so there is a small portion that goes to the fees for GoFundMe. But there is a place now that you can tip.
Yes.
And
that was a new addition. You can tip a little bit to cover those costs, those fees. And I believe when I donated, I did the tip to make sure they got 100% of my donation. And you can see here, orionontv.org on the screen behind us. Tracy's idea. Hi, Tracy. She does not want to be on TV. So I did that on purpose. But yes, OrionOnTV.org. Click on that food drive logo and donate to the charity GoFundMe.
And all donations are welcome.
Yes.
So if money is not one of those things that you want to do, then stop by here and see us through the week.
Yep.
We'll be here till Friday with our production van door
Yes,
open.
and the
10 to 8. It
10
was
to
a
8,
great
yeah.
question.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you,
was.
Jenny.
We didn't say that during the
know.
first hour.
We didn't say it. 10 to 8, the door's open. You can stop by and donate any items that you would like to. So,
Yep.
as we said, donate online, or you can donate in person, non-perishable food items.
Correct.
Such as soups or hamburger helper, mac and cheese.
Chilies, yep.
And 1349 Joslyn Road is our address. But here's an example of some of those things that are in need. Canned pineapple, mandarin oranges, chili, beef stews or sloppy joe mix, taco shells. I love that one because when I've talked to Fish before, anything that is a dinner combo,
Yes.
ketchup and mustard are always a must.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Canned meats like chicken and beef, chunky soups, especially hearty things. You know, this time of year, you get the crock pot going. You can put a lot of items in there and just keep it cooking. I have a pot of chili waiting for me when I get home. Hopefully I don't burn it. I'm not the best cook. I burn things. But, you know, baked beans, taco shells, cake mixes, and, feminine hygiene products, toiletry items, but also school supplies. So
Yep.
that was something that we don't really think about, right? So school supplies, we are in the second half of the school year, screaming towards spring
So the
break.
pencils may be getting short,
little
right?
nubby.
So any school supplies or shampoos, conditioners,
Yes.
soaps,
All donations
razors,
are welcome.
all donations are welcome. Paper towel, toilet
Correct.
paper, all of those items Fish is in much need of. So why do we do the food drive this time of year? We do it because this is the lull. This is when the shelves are a little bit shorter and not as full.
Yep, the gap from winter to spring.
Yes.
And we know this year, speaking with, and we'll tease this, so we're going to have the Vice President of Fish, Sue, will be here. We had it, I think I interviewed her here Monday evening. And so we're going to watch that interview coming up in about a half hour, I believe. And she'll share all the information about Fish and why we're doing this now and how this year, in more so than in past years, the shelves have really been picked clean.
Yeah, let's go over that stat really quick
Yes.
that you and I were talking about earlier. What is the average? You were telling me, and I can't remember. So
Yeah,
Ian's
so we
gonna
do
tell
have
us.
a slide that has some fish statistics.
Yeah.
If we can throw those up on the screen. And you can see, now this is a 2021 levels. And usually that's the average. And we see
Yep.
it's roughly the same year to year. But things have, this is updated.
Okay, so this is updated
So we didn't have
numbers.
this information Monday and Tuesday. So this is real. This is what we're looking at.
So this is what an example of your donations are going towards and
Wow.
serving, right? So household visits, that alone, over 1,800
Yes.
household visits.
151 a month. That's annual of the 18. But the individuals served, and we have it listed as 4,530, 378 a month. That is up over 100. It
Over
used to-
100%, right?
Well, it was in the 200 range, like the low 200s. Now we are almost approaching 400 individuals served a month. The annual food dispersed last year, 189,000, almost
Which is
100
up
Yes.
80,000
80,000
pounds. And new families, that's
200
something,
new
200.
families.
That's a big number. But we talked about school supplies, right? So there,
Yes.
school backpacks are provided. They did 75 children in 2022.
Yep, and that is up.
Thanksgiving gift cards, 200 clients. And then at Christmas time, they do a program called
Correct.
Angel
And that kind of
Fish.
flies under the radar as well. So that program served 73 children to give them a happy Christmas. But yeah, those numbers, I get used to seeing the numbers at a certain level, a certain average, and that to me is it's stunning to see those numbers.
It's
and
very shocking, and that's one of the reasons why we at Home Depot do this food drive.
Yeah.
It gives our employees a way to give back.
Yep.
Maybe they don't have the time to volunteer their hours, right, or their
Yep,
time,
yep.
but they're able to go to the store, buy a few canned good items, or paper towel, toilet paper, any of that.
Yep.
we bring it here to help the local food drive. So it's all these community partnerships.
And Home Depot, you
coming
guys have been
together.
so generous with your time and resources throughout the community, but also for the food drive. It's not just, I mean, you guys are more than just,
Thank you.
hey, let's go build something, right?
Yes.
Let's do a project, the decking for the Veterans Memorial, or other things that might fly under the radar. You do much more than that, and we can't thank you guys enough over there.
And we can't thank
it's wonderful.
all of our sponsors.
Yes,
though.
and great
all of our
great
sponsors.
segue. So let's take a video of our sponsors for today, and so we can say thank you.
Yes.
ONTV would like to thank our corporate sponsors for their generous donations. Today's portion of the 2023 ONTV Food Drive is brought to you by Galling Buick GMC, located at 1491 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. Galling is a longtime supporter of the ONTV Food Drive, returning this year as a 5-day sponsor. For more information, you can visit their website at gallingbuickgmc.com. Canterbury Village, located at 2359 Joslyn Court in Orion Township. This is the second year Canterbury Village has supported the food drive. They're a 5-day sponsor and have made a generous donation of $1,000 to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. You can find more information about Canterbury Village by visiting their website, canterburyvillage.com, or give them a call at 248-931-1900. Ohana Wealth Advisory, located in Berkeley, Michigan. This is Ohana Wealth Advisory's first year supporting the ONTV Food Drive, and they're a 5-day sponsor. For more information, you can give them a call at 248-246-8080. Northern Wholesale Flooring, located at 118 Indianwood Road in Lake Orion. Northern Wholesale Flooring is a returning partner of the ONTV Food Drive. For more information, you can visit their website at nflooring.com. Kroger, located at 3097 South Baldwin Road in Orion Township. This year, Kroger is a 4-day sponsor thanks to a generous $400 donation to Fish. For more information about Kroger, visit their website, kroger.com, or give them a call at 248-393-0765. Stephen A. Dracos, attorney at law, located at 334 South Broadway Street in Lake Orion. This is Stephen Dracos' first time sponsoring the food drive and has donated $200 to our final goal. For more information, give his office a call at 248-814-7777. The North Oakland Democratic Club, chartered by the Michigan Democratic Party, serving the North Oakland County area. The NODC is a returning sponsor for the food drive, giving $200 towards our final goal. For more information about the North Oakland Democratic Club, visit their website at nodcmi.com. Michigan United Credit Union, located at 350 North Park Boulevard in Lake Orion. This full-service financial institution serves everyone who resides, works, worships, or attends school in Michigan. Give them a call at 248-814-4000 or visit their website for more information. Palazzo de Bocce, located at 4291 Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. The local Italian restaurant gives customers a chance to play a game of bocce ball while they eat. They are first-time sponsors of the food drive. For more information, you can visit their website, palazzodebocce.com. Apothecary and Company, located at 51 South Washington Street, Suite D in Oxford. They specialize in individualizing medications tailored to the needs of all creatures, great, small, domestic, and exotic. For more information, you can visit their website, apothecaryandcompany.com. And Oakland Heating and Cooling, located at 697 South Lapeer Road in Oxford. The family-owned company has been serving Oakland County since 2000. They're a first-time sponsor, donating $100 to the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. For more information, you can visit their website, oaklandheatingcooling.com.
Opened in 2004, so we're coming up on 19 years this June. We'll be open. The owner is Anthony Battaglia, and he had this idea of just having a couple bocce courts with pizzas and sandwiches with some friends, and during the planning stages it turned out to be a 32,000 square foot building and a little bit more than just some pizzas and sandwiches, so full Italian cuisine. We have our day leagues here, Tuesday, Thursday day leagues, which is primarily seniors, but of course we have some that can be a little bit younger. You don't necessarily have to be a senior if you're looking for something to do during the daytime, and it's a great thing, community oriented, where you have people just coming around from, different parts of Lake Orion area, Auburn Hills, Rochester, Oxford, of course, just the different areas where people get together, and it's a social game. It's a great game where you can play, have fun, and socialize.
I hear the food's pretty good. Can someone just pop in for lunch or dinner?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. That's another great thing about the day leagues is they run from 10:30 to 1 p.m. and afterwards we have a good percentage of the players that pop in for lunch, and we have dinner as well too with our evening leagues that we have as well. Our customers are some of the best customers that you could have. Okay, where I've seen places over in different parts of the country, even different parts of the state, and we're blessed to have the type of customers that we have here. Especially the last couple of years, during the hard times, our customers have been fantastic. Try to come up with different events, different things that can excite the community a little bit, like an international bocce tournament, for example, that we had last year, where we have top players from 12 different countries come and participate to play. So we have another tournament coming up. We have actually a national tournament, so we have teams coming from all over the U.S., and that'll be happening in September. If you're looking for something fun to do, this is family-oriented with friends, a night out to dinner, anything. There's so many different aspects that we can provide for the community, and we try to provide as good of a value as we can, and with our portion sizes, the quality of our food, and just the atmosphere in general. I think we can provide a lot of smiles. We're also an event space here as well too. So if you're looking for rehearsal dinners, birthday parties, retirement parties, all kinds of parties, whatever you'd like, we provide that as well too. Our phone number is 248-371-9987. You can look us up at our website, palazzodebocce.com.
The history, well, it was back in 1985, Northern was founded, and I purchased it in early 2004, so it was almost 20 years old when I purchased it, and that puts us at, what if I have that right, 36 years, I think, 36, 37 years now that Northern's been serving the Orion community as well as surrounding communities. Times are changing, and I'm a big believer in that if we don't change with them, then we're going to be left behind. And so, when I bought the store, it was located there in the plaza next to OPA, which is that plaza is most known for, and we were there for a long time. And then I had the opportunity to buy a building on 24, which I did with the intention of going to a more full-service, high-end, kind of a destination flooring store. And the reality is, at the same time I was doing that, the industry was changing, and the industry was changing to a lot of online sellers and to the big box stores. Really, the strength of the big box stores has become very challenging for independent retailers, and many independent retailers went away. So at that point, I made the decision to change up the model, and it was painful because we had a beautiful space there and still that great reputation, but I believed that we needed to evolve. And now the great thing is with the floor trader, the addition of the floor trader, we have a lot more space here. We have over 100,000 feet of flooring in stock, and we have better buys than anybody. I mean, any big box store. When it comes to quality for price, there's nobody that can touch us, and especially our independent retail friends and big box and the Costco's and all of them. So we've created a destination that gives customers what they need, regardless of what end of the spectrum they're on in terms of their needs for flooring. And I couldn't have done that in that location. So as much as it hurt, we did what we had to be relevant for today's customer, and they're why we're here. So if we aren't changing for them, then I think that we're making a mistake. I love what we do and we're proud of our business, but the reality is I'm a believer that it is our responsibility as a business in a small community to take care of our community. And so, we started many years ago with a few efforts, like we used to do packages for the troops when we had a lot of people overseas, and we did that in honor of one of our locals that passed, Raymond Plower, who lost his life in the conflict in Iraq. And so back in those days, we were there for that family, and we built a partnership with them. And then it just kind of evolved to anytime there was a need, we tried to jump in. And quite frankly, I spend way more of my time doing that at this point personally than I do on our business, and I leave that to our staff, which is, we're real proud of them as well. But the reality is there's a lot of needs. We also are collecting food for this food drive, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that as well and helping to make sure that you guys meet the goal. So there are so many needs in our community, and I'd say more than ever, at least it feels that way. And so we believe it's our responsibility and duty to be a part of that, and quite frankly, we encourage all of you out there to patron the businesses, because when I do anything in charity, we reach out to all my local business friends, and there are many of them that come through time after time after time and are here for us to help us be able to take care of people when they're in need in these tragedies. And I would encourage you to follow me, follow what we're doing and those businesses, and support those businesses in the community, because the reality is if I didn't have those businesses to lean on, I couldn't do what we do as a team here and as a team in the community to help others. So we need businesses that give back, and we just really encourage our locals to keep that in mind when you're making purchases. If you're buying from a big box store, not that they're bad people, but they probably aren't doing a lot in our local community. And there's a lot of businesses that don't focus on the community, and we just think that your money would be better spent in helping those that help make our community the great, amazing place that it is. You guys need to drive up here with some food. Better yet, drive up with some cash. And if you're a company, you need to call in and you need to donate some money to help keep this food pantry stocked for all of our guests. So I challenge all of you, join us in this fight. And if everybody does a little bit, it's really not that challenging, and we can do great things together.
And thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We could not have done any of this or do any of it without them. Quick correction though.
I made a boo-boo.
This is Apothecary's second year, so thank you for the second year sponsor.
And they're up in Oxford, and they are fabulous.
They are fabulous. You have so many ways to give, right?
Yes, so many ways.
You're
still here?
You guys aren't live yet, are you?
Oh no, we're live.
Yeah, always live.
Wait, you're live right now?
Right now.
Always live.
Really? Oh,
really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is slightly awkward then. I'm sorry,
come
guys.
on in, Jenny.
We just got, yes.
How can we help you today?
I wanted to I had $20. It's the only cash
Hey.
I had on me right now, but I wanted to make this donation right now.
Yes, live on
to
the air.
food drive, live on the air. And I'm going to go online to OrionOnTV.org when I get home to donate even more. But I wanted you guys to have this.
Thank you so much, Jenny. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
She brings up. She brings up.
Dave's
Dave is your ride's leaving.
I've been literally walking around this building looking for you.
He has been looking for me.
How
I've
did he
been
get a
running around.
microphone?
I don't know.
How did he get a microphone?
No.
Who
Come on,
gave
Dave.
Dave a microphone?
I carry my own with me.
You have your
This is
own.
my-
Yeah, it's
But-
always in our back pocket.
But Jenny
you know.
makes a good point that
Yes,
you can
cash.
swing by our studios. Here we are live in the studios. So you can swing by and do a cash donation. Just knock on the door.
Yes, we are. The door is locked because we are technically closed to the public because of the water issue over at the Orion Center.
Yes.
But yes, knock on the door. Cash is king. Bring it on in. 100% of this $20 donations going right to Fish. And if you would like to write a check, you can do so as well.
Yes.
Write it to Oxford Orion Fish. We'll make note of it, and we'll get it in the hands of that fabulous
And if
organization.
not, you can donate on OrionONTV.org. Click on the donate button. Jenny's going to go home and donate
So-
a little
Yes,
more later.
I
see
am
what
going to
you-
go online as soon as I get home and
We've
donate
created
more,
some
so.
monsters here, a couple microphones in hands, and they go crazy. They go
So
rogue.
thank you.
All right. Dave's been pulling me. We got to get going.
right.
We'll
Thanks,
catch
guys.
you guys
See
later.
you guys
Bye.
later.
Thank you.
Cash is king. Awesome.
Yes, and that cash stays here locally
Yes.
with Oxford
No
Orion
fees
Fish.
taken out.
No
It goes right
fees.
to them.
So if maybe cash isn't your thing,
Yep.
maybe it is, you want to go and get some physical donations.
Yep.
These are great examples here on the table of those things that we do need. So you can donate online at OrionONTV.org. Click that food drive logo and it's a GoFundMe page right there. Or you can donate in person. Our production van is here anytime the doors open from 10 to 8 up until Friday.
Monday through Friday, and bring your non-perishables, as we said.
Yes,
Fill
at
up that van.
1349 Joslin. If you
Yep.
need our address, 1349 Joslin, and that's what our van looks like.
You cannot miss it. And it's actually parked in the exact same spot.
It actually is, but the door's open.
Yeah, the door's open. It's flipped a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, you can't miss it. It's just covered in our graphics. It's we are a rolling billboard, so you cannot miss it. Drop them off. Again, till 8 p.m. tonight, the staff will be here to collect those donations at 1349 Joslin Road. Again, the 13th annual food drive for Fish.
And our
the
goal-
food and fun drive.
The goal is $5,000 this year. And we checked when we came on at the
Yes.
top of the hour. It was
Just-
3,020, so
yes.
just over the 3,000 mark.
3,040.
Oh, that's right.
Because we have
40.
$20.
Jenny just gave us $20. Yes. So every donation helps.
Correct.
And thank you to our sponsors. Thank you if you have donated online.
Yep.
Or earlier we talked about tell a friend, tell another friend, maybe a coworker.
It takes no time at all with social media and emails and text. It's easy to share this information out. Copy the website address, OrionOnTV.org. You can text it to your friends and family, and you can help people right here in our community right now.
Fish does so much throughout
do.
the year. And their numbers are increasing and increasing,
Yep.
and especially right now, they are
Yep.
really in a demand of donations. So maybe it is some canned foods,
Yep.
some chili, canned meats.
Yeah, all the hearty stuff for the winter months. And we know today, we were outside today, it's a little warmer. It's in the 40s, which is great. He said, but it can dip, and those hearty meals really fill you up.
Yes.
And you can really sustain a family on those hearty meals. They last in your stomach a long time. They just fill you up, make you feel comfortable. So those are the
Yeah.
type of items that we're looking for.
Some other
canned
things?
fruits. We share this. This is something we've memorized this list.
Right, this is
but
just
if you're
an
not
example,
aware,
right?
yes.
So anything in these categories.
Cornbreads are good. So the cake mixes, we say cake mixes, but cornbread mixes,
Bread
very,
mixes.
very popular. The bread mixes, you can't go wrong with those.
Or anything that you would want to buy your family.
Correct.
Remember, no expired items.
Yes.
The volunteers at Orion Oxford Fish, they do a great job of sorting that, but nothing expired, something that
and
you would want to serve
Correct.
your
We always
family.
say don't go to the back of your pantry just to get rid of things. It's good that you're cleaning your pantry out finally. That's on you, right? But, if it's expired, please don't. We don't want anybody to get ill, and it has to be discarded anyway. So we will go through it. So save us a step, save the efficiency to get that food on the shelf, to get it to those in need, and but donate.
And maybe this time, for the food drive, maybe it's not something you can get to.
Correct.
There is a drop box
See,
in the back
I just
of
learned
the
something
building.
today.
Yes.
How
and they
did we
do-
find out that information?
My mom
Yeah,
told
she's
me
here in the
just a
studio.
little bit
Yay,
ago.
Mom. So, good info.
And so not only that, but there are some local partners
Yes.
that collect all year round.
ONTV is one of those partners.
Yeah, maybe it's something that you're like, you know, I have an extra few dollars. How
Yep.
can I help locally? So you can drop off here at our studios anytime in the year or
Yep.
there in the drop box.
Yes, the Dropbox is a great asset to have. They have it there. You can just roll right up to Fish, right up on M24. You can't miss it. The brand new facility. I say brand new over
right
4
next
years
to Italia
now.
Gardens. It's not a
Yes.
fish market.
Yes, it's not. And we have an interview coming up with the vice president of Fish, and we talk about some of these specifics, the needs, the volunteers, all encompassing little interview with the vice president of Fish. You can go to oxfordorionfish.org and you can donate year-round there as well. They have a PayPal button that you can actually click on and donate. So if you missed today, yes, the charity GoFundMe for this food drive is going to be up until probably the weekend, just to get those last little donations in, right? And then it'll go dark for a year. And so you can still donate by going to oxfordorionfish.org year-round.
And maybe you're a family or an individual that actually needs the help, right?
Yes.
Needs some assistance.
Are you in an emergency,
yes,
food emergency?
maybe you are an emergency. This is an organization that is going to guide you and help you through that. So give them a call at 248-628-3933. And if they don't answer, leave a message. They will call you back, if not that day, within 24 hours, and they're going to walk you through that and walk your family through that.
Yes, they've streamlined the process. In the past, it was an interview and paperwork and things. They've completely streamlined the process. If you call and you're in a desperate need for food and in a food emergency with your family, they will get back to you as soon as possible, and they will take care of you right away. So, call that number. Visit the website if you want. If you want to volunteer, visit oxfordorionfish.org, and they have, their contact info, emails, and all that good stuff. So you can actually volunteer if you want to give back that way. There's so many variety of ways to help out.
We try to make it a little easy here, and one of those ways is our sponsors. So thank you again to our sponsors, but I have to jump in too and give some shout outs. One to Jenny and Dave for swinging by and going on Facebook Live.
Boy, they made it fun today, didn't they?
But we talked about, we have some people on different parts of the country checking in and watching this live.
Correct.
So maybe you can check in to ONTV Live and catch the food drive. If not the food drive, we do sports. We do government meetings. We have classes here. They're
talk
all
shows,
sorts
music,
of
you name it. It's here. We are a full-fledged television production facility with programs and classes. If you're interested in making your own TV show, you can make one here at ONTV, a 10-week course that covers the basics of field and studio. It is absolutely hands-on for all ages, usually 12 on up. And we have the reason for 12 because the cameras are heavy, so we got to make sure they don't get lifted in the air if something goes wrong with the cameras. But yes, it's 12 on up, and we have volunteers that range just south of 90, so mid 80s, high 80s. So we have senior citizens, we have families coming in. It's a lot of fun. It's hands-on. You learn a whole bunch. But it is collaborative. It is a good time.
It is. And then once you finish your class,
you can make a show.
You can make a
show.
At
no cost.
And you can come back and volunteer as we have in the studio, like
Yep.
Steve behind the camera today, that is a volunteer here for ONTV and helping us run the food drive today.
Fantastic.
So there's so many things.
Oh, podcast. We can't forget our
that's
podcast.
right.
So the
Yes.
podcast, we call those gateway classes because people come in, they don't want to be on camera. They said, I just want to do a podcast, figure what it is. $25, a couple hours in one night would get you in, get you out. And one-on-one with a staff member, teach you how our podcast studio works. Professional grade gear across the board.
It's a beautiful
and
studio.
Again, after you finish that course, you can come in and make your own podcast. And we are there every step of the way. And to make sure that you are successful, and we can distribute it to Spotify, we're on YouTube, you name it, the big names, we're out there, and we help promote your podcast to the world. Just like you said, we're you have some relatives and family out there watching live on Facebook currently, and on our website, and yes, community media is local, but it's also global.
If you're watching
Yeah.
and you feel inspired, you can click on the GoFundMe
Yes.
link and donate to the Oxford Orion, the 13th
13th annual, yes.
food drive. And it's such a great event that connects so many people
Absolutely.
and makes a big impact so quickly.
All right, so I'm looking at the clock here. We are under some production strengths. This is the last hour of our 12 to 2 live lunch break here. And we'd like to get you into that interview we did with Sue, the Vice President of Fish, just so you can hear directly from Fish what they need, what's happening, and get a little bit more information from somebody in the know. So let's take a look at that interview. It was conducted on Monday right here in the studio, and we'll see you in a bit. Hello everyone, welcome into the studio once again, and we're lucky we have a guest in the studio, as we do for the food drive every year. We always bring in the big wig from Oxford Orion Fish to chat about the organization. We have Sue Hackstock, VP of Oxford Orion Fish, with us today to sit and just to have a conversation about fish. What's it like up there? What are the conditions like in the community, numbers, and so on. So give us an update on fish. What's happening up the road there?
Well, we're doing very well. We're very blessed. We have a lot, fine donors, and of course our clients are very grateful. So our numbers are up quite a bit from last year, so which is good. I mean, good and yes, good and not, but it's at least we have the food and able to help them out in whatever they need.
Yeah, and I know this is the 13th annual food drive for ONTV, working with fish, and I cannot believe it's 13 years. It's an amazing run of years. It just has gone by so quickly, and we know this time of year is particularly difficult to stock those shelves because there's usually a big run up through January, through the holiday season, and so on. So that's what this food drive is for, to kind of bridge you into your spring, right?
Right, and that's what we need. We need the food that we have, then the clients are free to come and get what they need. So we appreciate everything ONTV does for us and the community, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for the community.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys watching, TV. We were talking before we went on and started recording this interview, and we're just catching up and seeing, the conditions and such. And we were talking about total numbers, and we've been advertising that it's roughly, 111,000 pounds of food annually. But you just hit me with a number for January that just kind of is kind of
January,
shocking.
We gave out 19,000 pounds of food.
Just the
in
month of January.
Yes.
Wow.
And like 500 and about 500 people came through the pantry.
Wow. And how many families roughly, do you go by families or just individuals?
Both. And to tell you the number of families, I really don't know.
Okay.
I don't have that number.
But still, 500 people just for that's just the month.
That's a month. And they're allowed to come in monthly. Every 30 days, the people can come in for food. They have to call and make an appointment, and then they can come in every 30 days. And we encourage them to do that. They come in today, they should call tomorrow morning and make their appointment for next month. I mean, make it a priority because the food is certainly there for them.
Okay. And we know that, fish has been around so many years. And
50 years.
50 years. I was off by a decade. I was saying over 40, so I wasn't wrong, but
no,
50 years.
Right.
And the new facility this is the third year of the facility,
Right.
Is that true?
Yes.
Time's zipping by, isn't it?
Yes, it does.
And the new facility is so nice. And what one of the features of your facility that we love to share with the community when they tune in is it's different than most food pantries, right? You shop for the needs of your family.
Exactly.
It's a little different. Can you share?
Yes, they come in and they're one person, a family of one person gets around 60 pounds of food, and they can go up and down the aisle. It's just like a little mini grocery store.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is labeled. It's on the shelves. They're allowed so much meat. We have eggs, fresh bread. I mean, yeah, it's just like going to a store. I mean, it's got wonderful stuff.
And you got the upright refrigerators
and
now, the freezers,
yep.
which was a huge addition to the facility not too long ago.
Right.
And fresh meat.
Fresh meat, milk.
And having all these things that in the past you weren't able to really hold.
Exactly, and now we are, and we have a big team that does all the stocking, and they're wonderful, and the big thing I can say about Fish is we're all volunteers. Yep. There's not one person in our organization that gets paid. So anything we get goes right back to the community.
And dedicated volunteers.
Yeah, oh my
Been there
gosh,
a long
yes,
time.
Yes, long time. Right, very long time.
We see so many familiar faces every year
right.
when we go, hey, we're getting ready, and it's the same faces rolling in, helping pick up, drop off crates, that sort of thing, which is great.
Exactly, yeah. So we're very, very blessed. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. We're just very blessed.
Yeah. And talking about the items you have for those who are in need in the facility, it comes, our food drive used to be mainly physical donations, right? 10,000 pounds was our goal for, it was our 10th anniversary of the food drive, and we surpassed that. It was amazing. Then COVID hit. And so the physical donations go to the wayside a bit, and it turns into cash.
That's
and that's where we are now.
Right.
And we heard from Fish and reacted to you guys to say that is still king. It helps us because then you have flexibility in your spending.
Right.
Can you share with how that works when you go out shopping?
So we have a crew that does all the shopping for us, and they go and they check the ads. What Meyer has on sale.
You have very savvy shoppers.
We have very savvy shoppers. We really do. They check and they buy what they can get, the best price they can get, and they try to buy things that people really want, what the kids want. Mac and cheese is a big item, lots of cereal. We go through lots of cereal. So they try to watch the sales, and then they buy what goes, what they really need.
And having the cash reserves there allows you flexibility.
It
doesn't, the donations are fantastic
they are.
and super helpful. And on your website, you always have an updated list of the things that you need. And we know seasonally now it's a little chilly outside, so we know it's the hearty type foods and meal preps and that sort of stuff, chilies and stews. And, but
we try to get them. If clients request things, we try to get it. They maybe want that. Especially snacks are a big item for the kids. For lunches and stuff. So. We have. I can't think of a thing we don't have. We have everything.
And that's what surprises a lot of people when we're saying, well, it's a food drive. I said, but school supplies.
Yeah.
Those things are hard to come by as well. Toiletry items, toothpastes, shampoos, feminine hygiene products, all these things that everything has gone up over the last 7-8 months, and I'm sure you felt that impact.
We really have, yes. So that's why now we're shopping the best we can for what we can get for the money. And they do a wonderful job, and and we get lots of people donate. Like we have people that we call it adopt a shelf.
Yes.
They say I'd like to adopt the cereal shelf. So then they come in.
So explain how that works. If you adopt a shelf, what does that mean?
That means that you not totally responsible for it, because there's no way, but like a cereal. They come in and they buy the cereal, and then they can either come in and stock it themselves, or they can bring it in and then we will stock it. Or they can make a donation, we ask for $100 a month, and then we will buy the food for that shelf.
And stock that shelf.
Shelf, Like cereal's got maybe 2 or 3, I say cereal, because that seems to be the big item. It's
really
expensive, and
it is.
Every child likes cereal, so. Yeah. But like, Campbell's soup and,
we know the chunky soups are very popular.
Yes,
too,
and the, spaghetti and noodles, so that kind of stuff. So all they have to do is call the pantry and say they're interested in being a sponsor. We'd be happy to send them the information.
That is the easiest way in to facilitate being a donor, and an ongoing donor.
Ongoing donor,
because this doesn't, after this food drive, you're not stocked for the year, and like we said, we're just bridging the gap to the next spring drives that you have. So if people were watching out there, just to give them I might be putting you on the spot, I hope not, Sue, but it's, let's say it's $7,000 we collect from the community this year. How long does that last? Does it get you to 2 months? Does it get you 3? Does it get you 1?
Boy.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we
things are so expensive now. I mean, I know we had to cut back on the poundage before. You know, a family of 7 could get a lot more food than they can now because things are just so expensive. We can't do it. And we're trying to be fair to everybody.
Yes.
You know, a family of 7 people, that's a lot of food.
It
you
is.
know. And then look at the price of milk. I mean, and eggs. Eggs, you know, I mean, I could just name myself going to the grocery store.
Are like liquid gold.
Yeah.
If I invested in eggs, I would have done. It'd been better than anything I had in the market.
And eggs. I mean, what you know, you wonder
what has changed.
What's changed?
Right?
Yeah, what has changed that makes eggs?
Well,
so...
I think that's a conversation for another day.
I think it is. But anyway, yeah.
Is there anything about fish that we didn't cover that you'd like to share with the community?
No, I would just like to thank everybody for everything they do. We wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for fish, wasn't for our clients. I mean, the people that help donate and do for us. You know, we have a wonderful facility. We're very, very, very grateful for that building. I mean, you know, he just did a wonderful job for us.
Fantastic.
You know,
it really is a showstopper.
We can't thank him enough.
Yeah.
And the community. I mean, everybody, churches, you know, even the little girl next door, you know, that kind of thing that come in. It's just, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
We thank you for taking the time to share all this information about fish and the organization and coming into the 13th annual ONTV Food Drive. And see, that wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't.
That was Sue's first interview, everybody. Not my first, but hey, conversations are good. These are the discussions that need to be had, and to let people know that these resources are available. And we encourage you to contact Fish directly. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't bring up is if somebody was in a food emergency, what do they need to do?
Well, if they need food today, they have to come over to the pantry, and we will give them what we call an emergency box of food, and it's staples. It's just basic little stuff, and then they can call the office, make an appointment, and come in and shop. Like I said, every 30 days they can come in and do their actual shopping. Get a shopping cart and go up and down our aisles, or just come in and see what we're like, see what we have.
Amazing. Just fantastic.
Yeah.
And all the contact information, we have it on the screen, and we share it constantly.
Good.
But head on over to their website as well, oxfordorionfish.org. Did I get that right?
Right.
There's always so many weird websites out there, but I know it's .org, and you can donate to Fish annually, anytime on their website. You have a PayPal account. You can click on it and donate, and they always have the updated list of the needed items. So even though this food drive wraps up, in a couple days, you can always still donate anytime to Fish.
You certainly can.
All right.
And we thank you, ONTV, very, very much.
That's what we do.
Well,
that's why we're here.
And we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, Sue. Sue Hackstock, VP over at Oxford Orion Fish, joining us on the food drive. All right. So happy to have Sue in the studio on Monday to have that interview. It was a great chance to talk to her. She was such a joy to have in the studio, and a pleasant conversation about fish, and all that information that she shared is on their website at oxfordorionfish.org, and you can help today and year-round, and we just ask that you do help, right?
Yes. At some point, we need to, again, thank you to our sponsors.
Yep.
Thank you to individuals that have donated. Some quick updates. Thank you to Steve Draco's, attorney at law.
Yep.
Thank you for your $200 donation.
2-day sponsor.
Yes. Thank you for your sponsorship. Jenny was in the studio and came by and donated $20
So we got the update.
And
over 4,000.
Over 4,000. Our goal's 5,000. So woohoo!
We're on our way.
Thank you. Thank you for our another sponsor is North Oakland Democratic Club, $200. Thank you for your sponsorship.
This is our second year with us, I believe.
So thank you to them. Then Palazzo Debacci.
Wonderful group over there at Palazzo. Annette, Battaglia, the owners are supporters of community TV. Great giving back to the community, and first-time sponsor of the food drive, but we've forged a great relationship with that business over there.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, if you order your meal on a Friday or a Saturday over there, my son will wash your dishes. He's a dishwasher in the back there at Palazzo Debacci.
So that's good to know.
He's probably going to go, "Why are you talking about this? Stop it." But yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, thank you for your sponsorship and online donations. So if you would like to donate, we've made it even easier this year. And you can go to Orion ONTV,
ONTV.org, yep.
.org, and click the GoFundMe button, and you can donate right there, or swing by and see us.
Swing by, see us, 1349 Joslin Road. Donate in person. We're going to fill that production van with all of those donations. I would say we're about, I don't know, an eighth full. We could use a lot more of those physical donations.
Yeah, I agree. We could use some. We got some in here that we're holding back from putting out there, but that's what the van looks like. It's right out front, just like that.
It's huge, big white van, big logos all over. You can't miss it.
Yeah, the doors open 10 to 8.
Yep, 8 p.m. we close it up, lock it up. But yeah, 1349 Joslin Road at the Orion Center. And we want to make sure that you understand that, yeah, there was a little water issue here at the Orion Center, so we're not open to the public. But if you want to stop in and donate cash in person or a check made out to Oxford Orion Fish, you can do so. Just knock on the window and we'll let you in, and you can do that donation in person, and we lock it away. And 100% of all donations go directly to fish.
And maybe you're wondering, though, what can I bring?
Yes.
What are the things that they need? Any canned fruit, canned vegetables.
Canned meats.
They love the stews and soup mixes.
All that hearty stuff for the cool weather months, right?
Ketchup and mustard are always, any condiments are a good thing, right?
Yep.
Baked beans, taco shells, and seasoning, the things to make the whole meal. Cake mixes, but also bread mixes, maybe muffin mixes, something that you would use for your family, and feminine hygiene products.
Shampoos and toiletries.
Yeah, deodorant.
Yes, everything.
Deodorant or toothpaste, anything that you think of when you go to the grocery store and, hey, I need to pick some up.
Absolutely.
Those are all the things that are available at Oxford Orion Fish.
And again, we heard it in the interview with Sue. It's like the prices of things have gone through the roof. And we all know we do our grocery shopping around town, and we've experienced that added spike. That just it's really wild of what we're experiencing. And just think of fish and other food pantries. We're not fish isn't the only one around town.
Exactly.
But all of these food pantries are experiencing the tightening of how far that dollar will go, right? So the $5,000 doesn't go that far. So I know last year we went north of $7,000 in cash donations from our sponsors and community members.
That would be great to get
we
there
want
this
to get
year.
that above $5,000. That's just kind of the minimum we want to collect. We want to get north of that $5,000 just so they can stretch that dollar a little further. And the good thing too is, like we like to share, is that when Fish goes shopping, the grocery stores work with them to make sure that they get it just above cost, to make sure that that dollar goes as far as it can to help as many people as possible. So
and some of those questions always I get at work when we do this as as Home Depot and we sponsor an event like this is what exactly does my money or my donation go towards? So we have some stats for you that can show what Oxford Orion Fish does throughout the year and what those numbers look like.
How many people they are helping. And
and it's really spiked over 2022.
And, so you can see on your screen, now we talked about this earlier, if you're just joining us, we're nearing the end of our second hour here. We have about 6 minutes left before we roll out of here. But you need to know this information and the specifics that we are talking about. The household visits, 1,809. That's 151 a month.
Let me mention this too on these numbers that you see on your screen. This is community members that are in Lake Orion, Oxford, Addison Township, and Oakland. So
exactly.
It is right here locally in our community.
Correct. And it's the areas that ONTV and OCTV are in, and border, and
so the individuals served, that alone.
378, almost 400 a month. That has jumped by almost 200 in just 1 year. Food dispensed is insane. It's 189,000 pounds annually.
Which is up 80,000 pounds.
Yes. On our food drives, we always try to collect about 10,000 pounds of food, right? In one food drive. That's what we try to collect with the monetary equivalent and the physical donations. But we know that we heard Sue say in January alone, 19,000 pounds went out the door. So our food drive
so if we figured that,
if we're lucky, we may help them. We won't even cover
a month.
1 month. So that's how tight it is, and that's how I want to say desperate, but that's how tight it is with the donations we're giving, and that's why the cash is so important. So you know the physical donations are very important because it's immediate.
Yes.
But the cash, they can hold it back. They can use it as needed as a stopgap to fill those shelves. So there's a lot of moving parts. It's amazing to learn how that food pantry operates.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful facility.
Yes.
They do a great job. And so maybe you are somebody that is in need and you're wondering, how do I go about getting some food for my family tonight or myself?
If you're a food emergency, we
Please
just call it a food
reach
emergency.
Out. Yeah, please reach out to Oxford Orion Fish at 248-628-3933. They've streamlined the process. There's no paperwork, and maybe they don't answer the phone right then, but they will get back to you. One of their volunteers will get back to you. So again, dial them up at 248-628-3933, and they do things all throughout the year.
Correct.
So maybe it's not right now, you're able either to donate, but they do different things at Christmas time, at school time, and they're always collecting. So there is a drop box right out back. And
I just learned that today.
And we here at ONTV are a year-round donation collection.
And we do get about, I don't know, 5 to 6 drop-offs every month and a half or so. I come in the morning and you see that there are donations there, and we are they have the volunteers go around to the different spots and collect, and so people are utilizing the box that we have. It's labeled, it's right in our vestibule, you can't miss it. Come in during business hours. We open at 10 a.m. and I'm getting the 1 minute
That's
warning.
Right. So
is that
real
really?
Quick, today's
We're
Wednesday.
Done?
Today is
Sports
Day. And thank you to all of our sponsors. But what is Sports Day and means so much to us here at ONTV?
Yeah, so Sports Day, we're going to showcase Wildcat sports, Dragon sports, all that good stuff. Tune in all day in the evening tonight. We have primetime specials. We do have programming 24 hours a day. Tomorrow is music and performance. We'll have live music in the studio.
And thank you, though, to our partners at OCTV.
OCTV, always.
Hello,
and they'll be in back Thursday and showcasing what they have here. So we got to get out of here. Alana Hart from Home Depot, Ian Locke, Executive Director here at ONTV. Want to thank you for tuning in and donating. Get out there, click that donate button, click that donate button.
Do it now.
We'll see you tomorrow at noon.
Or later.